Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your girl Shay, and I'm back with another episode of Shay's Relationship Files. Good afternoon. I hope everyone's morning went well. I hope they're still doing okay this afternoon, and everybody's day going as well as possible. Remember to like, share, subscribe. And today we're going to talk about a topic here that I thought was interesting. It says 10 things men do when they are in love. So let's get started with the 10 things men do when they're in love, and let's talk about it. So, when guys are falling in love, it can make them feel uneasy, jittery, or even scared. You might notice them squirming, avoiding eye contact, or laughing. Your presence can make them nervous, and when we're nervous, or when they're nervous, our brains often tell us to laugh. But here's the twist: they might actually be totally fine with their feelings for you, so they might laugh more because they're sure about themselves and about you. So that's the first characteristic of how you know that the person you with loves you a lot and likes to be with you. Um, I'm just trying to get to this part I want to share in the article where, hold on a second here. So, let me see. I guess it's right here. But I don't know why it's not scrolling. Just give me a second. Having some technical difficulties here, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see. I gotta refresh this page that I was sharing the information on because there was a part in this article that I really liked it, and I'm trying to pull it up here, but my internet wanna act wonky, so just bear with me. Oh gosh. Now I decided to close the wrong thing. Guys, bear with me a moment. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I guess I had to refresh it. Okay, here it is. Sorry about that. So, this is what I liked it, what it said in the beginning. Feeling the. Oh my gosh. So, the slideshow wants to go by itself. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so feeling the butterflies of love and just being in a relationship are worlds apart. When a man is head over heels, he doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. And I love that saying because that saying applies to so many things in life. Because you can say a lot of things, but people pay attention to your actions. And this is what it's going to be a lot about the actions that you see in your mate that shows how much they really love you. Because action speaks volumes in relationships, in any relationship, whether it's a friendship or a marriage. You're going to have where you look at the actions of a person that tells you how they feel, because that's what we go by. They show the trait, they shower you with love and romance. When guys fall head over heels for a woman, they channel their inner Romeo big time. Suddenly, it's all about showering her with gifts, whisking her away to fancy spots, and simply seeing her happy. So if you spot him ramping up the fancy dinners, surprising you with flowers, or pulling similar moves, chances are he's deeply in love. Now, one thing about this particular thing they're talking about, I would like to add something to that. It doesn't have to necessarily be the most expensive, at least for me, in my opinion. I feel like showering with love and romance can be done with the littlest things. I don't feel like it has to always be extravagant just to mean something. Because I always say it's what's genuinely from the person's heart and what they can give in their circumstance. And it doesn't have to always be the most expensive. It can be as little as a card and flowers, or if not that, just simply cooking dinner for the night and making sure the kids got a play date or something. Y'all just spend time together and go see a movie or watch a movie at home. So it definitely doesn't have to be grandeur, at least for me. I know everybody have their different opinions on that, but me personally, I don't feel it has to be grand to appreciate. The next one they talk about is they show you off to everyone. A guy who isn't really into a girl won't bother introducing her to his inner circle. But when men are head over heels, she becomes a central figure in his life and social circle. Therefore, a big sign that he's in love with you is when he starts introducing you to his family and best pals and bring you along to his favorite hangouts. And that's definitely something I grew up on, learning that a person that really has interest in you do introduce you to their personal circle. But nowadays, sometimes it depends on, I think, how the person is raised. I notice a lot of people who were raised with their grandmother, like older parents, they tend to have that notion that I want you to meet my mom or my dad or one or the other, whoever was mostly in their life or their inner circle. But I've also had where, and I think I kind of mentioned this in an older video, how there were some who would introduce many different women to their parents. Like every time they date somebody, oh, I want you to meet her, I want you to meet her, or vice versa. Which I think I said personally, I don't feel like every woman or every man should be introduced to your family unless that's somebody you're actually taking the next step with, that you're planning on being a part of the family. That's when I think that step should be made. I don't think every single person you take an interest in should be meeting the parents, because you don't know where that's going to go, especially if you don't know if this person is the person that you're going to be with forever. Then why would you put them around people that's been in your life forever? I just don't see the point. And I think it takes the specialty out of meeting parents or meeting the people that care for your significant other, because that's supposed to be for specifically that person that's going to be in your life, that you plan on being in your life. They talk about a future together. If you're hoping for a guy to lock things down, it's pretty easy if he's already smitten with you. In fact, he might be excited to call you his girlfriend and start making plans with you in mind. Some might even be up for discussing marriage or getting engaged sooner rather than later, which is a really great thing to have when someone is talking about future plans with you, because that definitely makes you feel included in not just the current, not just the short term goals, but the long term goals. And he's thinking of you at further down the line. So that's definitely a nice trait to have with someone you're dating. Next, they mention they avoid doing anything that might hurt you. Many people miss this. If a guy claims to be in love but casually throws insults, disrespect, or crosses boundaries, he's not really in love. Genuine love means he can't stand the thought of hurting a woman, so he won't do things that upset her, especially if he truly cares about her. And that's true for even friendship, or if you're in a relationship, that a person, I mean, sometimes because we're all imperfect, we are going to sometimes say things or do things that we shouldn't. But I think it's all about learning from the mistakes we make and making sure we do our best to not hurt one another. But of course, being with each other or even marriage, it's going to be times someone says something they shouldn't. But it's just some more about working on yourself as an individual so that you can help avoid a lot of those mistakes, because you're going to make mistakes, but you can avoid some by just being more aware of your actions and paying more attention and thinking more before you act or say things. The next one they talked about, they get softer and more tender. We witnessed some of the toughest guys we've known transform into complete softies when they beloved calls them a sweet nickname. It's not exactly groundbreaking news, it's not even a TV cliche, but here's something we observe. Guys who are genuinely smitten with their partners often show a softer side around women in general. They're very supportive of women's rights, treat other women kindly, and seem happier overall. Now, I've necessarily never dealt with that trait per se, but I say that would be a good thing as well to see in someone. They stick close, always wanting to be near you. When a guy falls for you, he likely want to stay connected with you almost all the time. Paying attention to body language is very important. Whether it's giving you a hug or holding your hand, he'll find a way to be close to you physically. Men are often quite tactful, and not just them. Everyone craves physical touch instinctively. It has a soothing effect on us. So yeah, that's definitely a nice thing to have when both of you are showing affection in a relationship. It really makes each other feel, loved, and just the fact that your body language does show a lot in a relationship. They share their feelings and emotions. Now, this is the one that was kind of, I would like to add my opinion in, because as we know, men are really difficult with showing their feelings. They don't like to show their feelings because they want to appear as the strong head of the household. They don't want to make it seem like they're weak in a sense. But I think I talked about this in a prior video. That's definitely not weak of you if you something hurts you that you feel you need to vent, because we all were created with feelings. So there's nothing wrong with sharing your feelings. We're all human, we all have them. So I don't feel like that's a sign of weakness. And I do feel like you should be able to be open and honest with each other, whether you need to cry sometimes or whether you don't. Now, I'm not saying crying every hour on the minute type thing, but it's okay to let it out at times when you need to, because that's how we all sometimes have to get through situations, is to do that, and you should allow each other to be able to express in that way. And it mentioned they introduce you to their friends and family, which is kind of the similar thing I kind of talked about, so we'll skip that one. They get curious about every part of you. If he's falling for you, he'll be eager to know all about you. From your very first words to your thoughts on big topics like politics, he'll be all ears, spending loads of time listening to your tales. Guys want to understand every bit about you, why you feel the way you do, and what drives those feelings. Because all those details are what makes you the amazing person they're falling madly in love with. Which I know a lot of times with my husband, he always asks about my day or what things I'm up to, which is a nice thing because I feel like that does show curiosity about what some of the stuff you're doing outside of the stuff we do together, and it makes you feel good that they're showing an interest. So I feel like that's a nice thing to show an interest for each other, different activities you may be doing outside of the family activities that you do together. They mentioned they share lots of laughter with you. When guys are falling hard in love, it can make them feel uneasy, jittery, or even scared. Oh yeah, that's when I said they laugh a lot with you. Which me and my husband, that's one thing, because my humor is kind of weird, I admit, and everything, it doesn't make me laugh. But my husband was one of the people that always knew how to make me laugh regardless. And that was one of the things I really liked about him, is the fact that he could make me laugh. Because, like I said, my humor is weird, and I don't find every single thing funny. Okay, oh gosh, this thing is being stupid again. Just give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Technology, right? Okay, so it looks like that's actually the end of the list for what they talked about when you know a guy's in love. And this is not for everyone because everybody has different personalities. This is just some basic information that I thought was interesting. I want to share. But you know when somebody truly feels how they feel about you. You would know if a person care about you or they don't. All in how they act and how they treat you. But long as the person is showing you respect, that person is giving you the attention you need, making sure everything's okay with you in the household, and doing all the things that they supposed to do. I feel like that just shows you that they love you and care about you. And it's not always about the material things. It's about the things you can't buy. That's what I always say. It's never about the material things, because the material things can be gone tomorrow. It's the memories, the things you do together, the things you share. Those are the things that matter the most. But that is my live for today on 10 things how you know that your spouse or boyfriend is in love. And again, remember to like, share, subscribe. Definitely let me know how you guys think, what you guys think of this topic. And definitely, I love to hear ideas of different topics you would like me to discuss on my lives. And I hope everyone continue to have a good day today. And I will see you guys next video. Peace.